Hey God, it's me, Kylee. I know you see what's happening here. I never understood what it was. I didn't really care. But then there were articles on the web, and that's when I started seeing it on TV. I never knew what an effect it would have on a girl that's never been involved, like me. You see, at first I had heard the word. I knew not what it meant, I didn't try to understand it, and I knew not what the babies did. This thing I speak of is abortion. That 8-letter word has taken its toll. We have started doing whatever we want, and we're stuck in an enormous hole. Some of us are trying to do right, like in Washington, D.C. I know you saw those people trying to set those children free. They protested their money going towards killing the young. They wanted to speak for them because there's no way for words to roll from unborn tongues. They say Obamacare funds abortion, but fund it they will not. They would rather be imprisoned in so long that they would rot. They said we will be civil, and civil that they were. Civil disobedience is a powerful thing, said Ryan Baumberger. He wants it to be peaceful while also being heard. Doesn't that just make the violence seem so absurd? This may mean prison, this may mean I lose my job, but that shouldn't matter as long as they're not an angry mob. Abortion rates in the year 2013 were higher than they should. 4/5 of the mothers wouldn't kill the baby, but 1/5 of them would. Between 2012 and 2013, the rates increased by 5%. And now in 2016, that's where our tax money is spent? A majority are done before 13 weeks, but does that make it right? I would say no, being that a cell is the basic form of any life. Yes, that means there's life when a child is conceived. When sperm meets egg is when a little bit of life is achieved. So what do these women think a good reason for this is? About half of them say their relationship just isn't easy nor full of bliss. 3/4 of them say they don't have time or they have responsibilities, and 3/4 of them also say that they're too broke and have to pay for the utilities. Sure, this is made of fact and a small amount of my opinion, but this is a thing that needs to be talked about, not for the sake of my religion. Babies are being murdered every day, and they can't stand up for themselves. I believe as a human being that we have to help how we can help. Every year, thousands of babies are aborted. According to a web page created in the year 2011, 58,586,256 babies have been aborted since 1973. Many pro-life activists have taken notice to the fact that Obamacare funds abortion, so, in Washington, D.C., they decided to protest. They didn't care whether they got thrown in jail or they lost their jobs. They refused to fund for the young to be murdered, and they did it in a civil way. That being said, in my opinion, civil disobedience is the most effective way to get your point across. No violence is needed to be heard and make change. The people in Washington, D.C., on October 16th made their feelings known and made it to the news without killing anyone and without defacing anyone's property. Make civil disobedience the only form of protest.